This is my Volvo 740 and I'm trying to put a Ferrari engine in it. Before we get into it, quick note. You might notice the narration sounds a bit different this episode. I fell off my bike recently, smashed my teeth out, broke my upper jaw. So at the moment, talking is not really going well for me. I've used an AI voiceover for this one. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Normal service will resume once my face has caught up with the rest of me. And this week, we're doing something a bit different. We're doing the interior, specifically the dashboard. Now, the dashboard on this car is not in great shape. It never was. It's a 1991 Volvo 740. The top of the dash is cracked, which is pretty standard for these, and the plastic has gone that lovely sun-bleached grey that says, "I've been parked outside since the early 90s and I've given up." It needed sorting. The plan is to flock it. I have not done this before. This is the first time, so there's every chance this goes sideways. Before any of that though, the crack needed dealing with. You can't just flock over a crack. The surface has to be solid. So we start with a rotary tool, running it along the length of the crack to key it out and give the filler something to bite into. It's not glamorous work, it's just grinding, slowly, carefully, trying not to take too much off. Then filler, flexible filler specifically, because this is a plastic dashboard and it needs to be able to flex without just cracking straight back out again. It goes on, gets smoothed down, left to cure, and then sanded back. Then a bit more filler, then more sanding. You get the idea. It takes a while. The other decision I made early on was to only flock the top half of the dashboard. The lower half of this dash is red, original red, and I quite like it actually. It's period correct, it's unusual, and it felt a shame to bury it under flock when it's still in decent condition. So top half black flock, bottom half stays red. Once the filler was sorted, the surface needed prepping for the flock. That means cleaning it thoroughly, then taping off anything you don't want covered. Vents, edges, the lower red section. Taping takes longer than you think. It always does. The glue goes on first, and it has to be tacky but not wet when you apply the flock, which means you've got a bit of a window to work in. Too dry and the fibres don't stick. Too wet and they clump. And then, the fun bit. The kit I'm using is from a company called Flock King. It comes with the flock itself and a little handheld electrostatic applicator that fires the fibres at the surface so they stand up vertically, which is what gives it that suede feel rather than just sprayed dust. It goes on surprisingly quickly. You can see it building up straight away. Once you've got coverage, you come in with a handheld blower to knock off any loose fibres, and that's when you really start to see how it's going to look, which is very satisfying actually. The finished result, I'm pretty happy with. It's not perfect. There are a couple of spots where the coverage is slightly thinner, and I'd probably apply the glue a bit differently next time. But overall, it looks considerably better than a cracked, sun-bleached piece of grey plastic. And next to the red lower section, it actually looks intentional, which, to be fair, it was. I think that's about it for this episode. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.